recording? Yes. Now we are at the Lotus Temple. We're locked up here. Okay, so this is the queue to get in. Everyone's selling selfie sticks. So very interesting that it's 10 rupees per kilometer. So this is 20 kilometers away from Mahilpalpa, where my hotel currently is. So that cost me 200 rupees. And as I said, I've been getting tuk-tuks and spending 200, 300. Even the cheeky guy the other day with the haggle wanted to get 500 for a 5-minute journey. So be aware of that, guys. And I'm happy that I've learnt that after 6 days rather than 6 months. So I'm not sure how long this queue is. To get into the temple. Wow. This queue fills up pretty quick, huh? Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off a second, guys, and put the video together as we're going in. So that's kind of nice. I just noticed that there are individual queues for males and females, and all of a sudden all the guys went in one queue, and it drastically took down the waiting time. It's a large tourist area, like any tourist area. Locals are trying to sell things to make money. Ultimately, we all have to eat, right? I could really go for a smoothie or a juice or something. Watermelon would be fantastic. Watermelon and banana, that would make me happy. देखो
सर आप लोग इधर खाइए वहाँ नहीं इधर खाइए खाना आप लोग आगे बढ़ जाइए यहाँ से इनके आप लोग आगे चलिए यहाँ से लेडीज की नकल है ना भाई लेडीज की ये जो भाई 4 बज गया
Egg search is to be expected at any tourist spot, really. So anybody who's not a vlogger or doesn't use cameras a lot, when you're kind of doing one-shot videos as opposed to editing video, it does complicate matters a lot when you're trying to do things with one hand. Sorry, so you're kind of constantly moving the camera from one hand to the other, and at times when you hand the camera to the other guy whilst you're going into your bag or whatever you're doing, they don't always put the camera back at you. Whilst it's nice to have a seamless video, I don't want to give people too much direction in that way, but go with the flow, so you're not really altering the situation how it should be, you know. Wow. Hello.
Hello.
There we have the Lotus Temple, guys. You'll see it a lot closer as we go down the main path to it, but that already looks spectacular. Look at that. It's a nice day for it as well. So have any of you guys ever been to the Lotus Temple before? What were your thoughts? Did you have a nice experience? It looks kind of white to me. So I did a little bit of research, and they said it's an off-color yellow, but it was originally made of white marble. It looks very white to me. You're not allowed to film inside. It says you're not allowed to take pictures. Getting directed as to how to take his photograph there. Down, boy! Down, boy! It's a bit like the Austin Powers movies, right? Down, Mini Me! Down! Down! It's pretty beautiful here, right? It's really surprising that there's no entrance fee. What's that creature over there? Can you see that? I'm not sure what that was. Any of you guys know what that was? I don't know if you can see it too well on the video. It's a little bit of a way away. Wow.
मंदिर के अंदर जाके प्रार्थना करने की इच्छा हो कृपया आप सीधे चले। जिन यात्रियों को फोटोग्राफी करने की इच्छा है कृपया आप अपने लेफ्ट साइड से पूरी मंदिर को सुंदरता देखते हुए फोटोग्राफी के लिए आगे जा सकते हैं। कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, भाई 5वें मंदिर में आप सभी का स्वागत है। इस मंदिर को भाई धर्म के लोगों ने बनवाया। मंदिर के अंदर सभी धर्म के लोग प्रार्थना, दुआ और मनन कर सकते हैं। जिन यात्रियों को मंदिर के अंदर जाके प्रार्थना करने की इच्छा हो कृपया आप लोग सीधा चलें। जिन यात्रियों को फोटोग्राफी करने की इच्छा हो कृपया आप अपने लेफ्ट साइड से पूरी मंदिर की सुंदरता देखते हुए फोटोग्राफी के लिए आगे
Thank you. I have to take my shoes off here, guys. Okay, thank you. Glad I changed my socks. Okay.
पीछे का
So what do you carry your shoes around with you? He's already got shoes on. So everybody has to take the shoes off here.
आप लोग वहाँ से बैग ले लीजिए, बैग में जूता ऊपर लेके आ जाइए।
So I don't think you're allowed to film here, so I'm going to run with it and see what happens. Okay. Please deposit the shoes here. Well, luckily I had the screensaver on the camera set to 60 seconds, so to the unknowing eye it looks like the camera is off. What's this? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
If I'm lucky, I might get a size 10 upgrade on the camera. On the shoes, sorry. Not on the camera. It's hoping for the shoes in 5. It's quite beautiful with the sun behind it there, huh? I'm getting the shoes back over here.
नहीं मिले
दिखते रानी मामा
So there's a lot of people here, guys, as is to be expected with any tourist spot. I only found out about the Lotus Temple some months ago in London doing research. You know, the Taj Mahal is world famous. I wasn't aware of this, and it's pretty spectacular. That's even before I've gone in.
On Saturday you're going to go out from the house.
थोड़ा स्पीड चलिए पीछे वाले
आजा पानी काय मामा
Sir, kindly turn off your phone, please. Cameras, please.
Single line, please. You show me mobile phone.
आप एक लाइन में चलिए प्लीज।
इसमें ना सिक्के फंसे थे तो नहीं वाला स्कूल टाइम में लगाए थे ये बहुत दिमाग खाता है आपको भी खा देगा ध्यान रखना अब बोलो ऐसे तो ये उल्टा करेगा इसको नहीं रखो इसको तीन वाले से लेना उसको पैक कर देना
बहुत लंबी लाइन है।
पीछे देखो चूहे वाले कमरे में बंद कर देंगे सोच रहे यहाँ से जाने नहीं देंगे सोच रहे पानी में ना वीडियो बना मुझे ले
We'll start with this side.
this Or any other language?
English.
What language do you speak? English. Those are nice earrings you're wearing.
Thank you very much.
Very nice. Any information about this temple? Why is it in lotus shape? Who are the Baha'is? Anything you like to know? I don't want to bombard you with information. If,
That was one of the questions. the Bahá'ís.
Yes. So the Baha'i faith is an independent global faith. It is only 200 years old, and its main principles are unity of mankind. So Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i faith, said that the earth is but one country and mankind exists. He said that we have evolved to this point in our human evolution that we truly need to see humanity as one family and one race. So Baha'i faith is the second most widespread religion across the world. But there is no denomination in the Baha'i faith. There is only one Baha'i faith after Christianity. So Baha'is are, we don't dress up in a certain way, we don't proselytize. It is the principle of independent investigation of truth. He said everyone has the ability to independently find out whether this is truth or not. You don't need to force anybody into anything. And the other principle is oneness of religions. So these structures, which are many of them in the world, are all based on the oneness of humanity, oneness of religions. And by that, it's meant that all religions or divine teachers like Krishna and Buddha and Moses and Christ and Muhammad and all that, they've come as humanity evolves. We've always seemed to have had guidance from these divine teachers. However, it seems that they come for a time and period and a place. Because it is like religion is also not absolute. Like science, it is relative, it changes. As humanity evolves, our need is different, so our guidance from our Creator as to who we are spiritually, how do we unite when we are together? It seems that we have always had this guidance every 1,000 years or something. But then those teachings, as if they expire, you know? And so that's why when you look at religions, you're like, that doesn't make sense anymore, or I can't relate to it anymore. So Baha'u'llah has brought a new spirit and new set of teachings that are related for this time and age. And so as if things are renewed. So oneness of religion means even in the Baha'i temples, when you come, for example, at 5 o'clock today or 10 o'clock tomorrow, different times, there are readings from all sacred writings and Baha'i faith. So it's beautifully chanted and it's amazing.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and the other last principle which embodies these temples is oneness of our Creator. So you call it God, or call it Om, or call it power, or call it universe. We call it by different names, but in essence, in the Baha'i writing, it says God is an unknowable essence because we did not create ourselves. We've been created. And so a creation, no matter how perfect it is, it will never be able to fully understand its creator. Say, for example, if you create, you're a carpenter and you create a piece of carpentry that is beautiful and perfect. No matter how perfect it is, it can never understand you as its creator. But your qualities, your attributes are reflected of perfection, of purity, of creativity.
It's a great metaphor.
All of these are, so you look around and you're like, wow. You know those wow moments of kindness, of compassion, of empathy, of love? These are the qualities of our Creator. And all our lives we strive to become the better version of ourselves. And so those are our spiritual qualities we develop. And so that is the notion of God in the Baha'i writings.
It's fantastic, thank you. It's the first temple that I've been to. And there are no deities.
Yeah, there's no deities.
It's just like a space to exist.
And you know, we don't also have clergy, we don't have priests or mullahs to tell us what to do. So Baha'i communities around the world, whether you're in Chicago or whether you're in Papua New Guinea or whether you're in Africa anywhere, all the cities and towns, they elect members that sit on councils, and those members look after the affairs of the community. And every year this election process, democratic process of election, takes place. So throughout the world, wherever you are, Baha'i communities elect 9 members in their local government area. So for example, I come from Melbourne, we have hundreds of local council, Baha'i councils. And then nationally, the Baha'i communities elect the National Baha'i Council. So there's one national Baha'i Council in every single country of the world right now. Internationally, the Baha'i Gardens and Baha'i Holy Places and Baha'i International Council is in Haifa in Israel. If you look at Baha'i Gardens in Israel, you will see how amazing they are, and they're open to everyone. And every 5 years, the Baha'i International Council is elected. So when you are there, you just sit, as you said, it's you and the higher power, and you meditate without any distraction. It's in its purest form that nurtures the soul.
This is fascinating. Thank you for your time. by
You're
the way.
welcome.
And I need to do some research. I actually
Please do.
I had a chat with somebody yesterday, and I said, well, why do you subscribe to individual religions? It's always like when you're a child, you want to be a fan club of something, and they said, you can't be a fan club of this and that. So why cannot we take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and what works for you on a higher plane?
Well, you know, but you also need to understand Baha'i faith is not a mishmash of religions.
Oh no, not at all.
So, because when you say oneness of humanity, oneness of religions, people think, oh, which Baha'is have taken a bit of this and a bit of that. It is actually, you know, it is like when you were 5 years old, you had a teacher, and you looked at you as a 5-year-old and said, the 5-year capacity understands so much. So they teach you that much. So Baha'u'llah has brought teachings that are for this time and age, because the capacity of our mind and our spirit is so much more than even 15 years ago, 50 years ago. You look at children, they are just so amazing that they understand more than 2 generations ago. So that means the capacity is amazing. Our consciousness has... So the spiritual teachings of Baha'u'llah address the capacity of this time and age, which is really interesting. If you go and look up the Baha'i writings and how Baha'u'llah has brought teachings that are so suitable, like he talks about equality between men and women, and science and religion must go hand in hand, and you know, more and more and more. It's just amazing. So that is how we see it. But you need to investigate for yourself and find out.
I will, yeah.
Because
I wasn't implying that it was a mission.
no, I understand. I understand.
But it's just a completely different way.
It's different way of
approach.
thinking, absolutely.
Yeah.
Please, when you go to home, if you have access to internet, look up a film that came out because it was bicentenary of the birth of the Bab, the forerunner of Baha'u'llah, just this year in October. So Baha'is around the world celebrated in so many ways, so many nationalities, so many cultures. So a film came out which is called It's called Dawn of Light. Dawn of Light, and it is and then you will see how it's a story of Irish Baha'i community, of Nepal Baha'i community, of Vienna, a refugee that has moved to Vienna, and how that his mindset has totally changed after finding out about it. And so it is really a beautiful film to give you a little bit of background as to the history of the Baha'i faith, and also what are Baha'is doing in the world, and what do they believe in, and how diverse they are. It will just give you a little bit of glimpse.
I'm excited to watch that and learn more, because I come from London, I've been here for 6 days, and this is totally new, not aware at all.
And I'm delighted to meet you, and please go to the exhibition center, which is, you see that building, you go in and it gives you a bit of background about the Baha'i faith in India, and also the structure, which is really fascinating the way it was built. And then also, if you look up also this information about this temple, which is San Diego, Chile. It's won numerous awards and it's new, but the architect, a Canadian architect, wanted to actually bring the light of the sun into the light of the heart. And so all these petals or sails are translucent. Each one is really amazing if you just look into it a bit more.
That sounds beautiful.
Lovely to meet you. And,
Likewise.
and you can even ask them for information about Baha'i faith. They have information if you're interested, and however you like to.
Thank you so much. Can I give you a hug?
Love, of course.
Likewise.
Very special man.
Thank you so much.
Truly.
Thank
In
you.
case you're here at 5, there is a 10-minute prayer, like the chanting, in the temple. Please come back.
Thank
All
you so
right?
much for your
Take
time.
care. Lovely to meet you.
Likewise.
You take care.
Bye. Hello.
आ जाओ आकर्ष
Camera.
We'll go bigger?
आकर्ष
Nice to meet you. So that was really nice. It's really nice to meet inquisitive people. And, hello.
Hi.
It's a digital camera. It's just a digital camera, is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Good. So
connect it to the computer and watch it all.
Okay. Through Bluetooth, you.
I can Bluetooth to my phone. Yes.
Okay.
Watch it on the phone.
Okay.
Thank you. It's a lot of fun. It's small to put in your pocket.
Yeah. Correct. It's more convenient than taking out on a mobile phone.
Yes. Yeah.
More convenient to take photos.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
How much fun?
That looks like a nice warm hat.
Yeah.
How much?
Thank you.
How much is that?
It's too cold. So where are you from?
London, England.
Oh, good. Nice. You're basically from southern part of India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. It's colder here now than there.
It's too cold. Yeah. In southernmost part of India, we never see snow, or it's never too cold. You been to the south of India?
I'm planning to go down to Goa.
To Goa?
Yeah.
Okay, Goa is to the west. To the western part of, a little southwest.
Okay. And where are you based?
We are completely to the south, to the bottommost part of India. To the Kanyakumari, to Chennai, exact place is Chennai.
Okay.
Tamil Nadu.
So the more south you get, the hotter it gets, right?
Exactly.
So you never
correct.
have to wear a hat.
Yeah, exactly. We purchase these things, a lot of dresses here. Yeah.
For me, from London, it's a little colder in London, so it's a little warmer.
Yeah, a little warmer here.
London.
You should come to deep south, to the bottommost south. You should come sometime. It's very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to. Yeah. This is very nice.
Yeah, good. You've been to Taj Mahal everywhere?
No, I've been here for 6 days.
Okay.
And I'm maybe going to be here for some months.
Okay.
So, but the Taj Mahal, I think Agra will be the next place that I go to. Yeah.
Okay.
And then travel down more south from there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Down.
Oh.
Sure.
Appa, how much is that?
He's asking how expensive is it?
In England, in pounds, would be £300.
300 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. 300 pounds is like 30,000 bucks in India. 300 into 85 rupees. It's close to 28,000. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
It's pretty expensive.
Nearby 30,000.
But this camera as well, it's number 8.
8 black.
And you can get, I think, maybe a 4 for at least half the price lower.
Okay.
And
4 black.
it's still a very good camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a put 8
Sit somewhere and
So sorry, you said in rupees would be 30,000?
In rupees, yes, correct.
I think I made an error yesterday with my bad maths for pounds to rupees.
Okay.
And I told somebody it was 300,000 to 1,000, 100, 300,000. Huh? 300,000.
300.
Yeah.
Hello, euro and dollar. 30,000 or 300?
Yes, 1,000 is 10, so there'd be 300,000 rupees. Yeah.
ये आपको नहीं समझा पा रहा मैं 3 lakh. 3 lakh.
No.
They said that's very expensive.
Yes, very expensive. I said it comes to around 28,000.
Okay.
28,000 rupees. 300,000 is like 3 lakhs, which is like 0.3 million rupees. That's too expensive. 300,000 is too expensive.
Crazy money. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's per pound is 85 rupees.
Is it 85?
85 rupees. Yes, correct.
That's very accurate.
Yeah. Correct.
Are you on your own or you're with your family or somebody?
On my own.
On your own?
Yeah.
And how do you manage here? Is it just with the GPS and other map you come to places, or
The
you have
first,
any guides?
Absolutely. The first thing was to get a good SIM card,
Okay.
so I can use a little bit of translation and
Yeah.
Google Maps.
Okay.
And it makes it a lot easier. And today I downloaded an app, Ola. Do you know
Okay.
the app?
Ola.
And it makes
Ola.
things a lot faster and a lot cheaper.
Correct. It's very cheap.
Yeah. I was very
People cannot
surprised.
cheat. Other foreigners, they cannot cheat actually.
Yes.
Usually, if it's a prepaid, go to a taxi. They charge you higher.
I've had some issues with tuk-tuks. Yes.
Okay. So that gives the accurate money how it's gonna cost. So
It's very efficient.
yeah.
Do it
yeah,
fast, Vinny, do it fast.
Yeah.
In there, ready? Now.
It's very nice to meet you.
Sure. Nice meeting. What's your name?
It's Chris.
Chris. Hi, Chris. I'm Vijay Kumar. Vijay.
Vijay? Perfect.
Sure.
Have a
We used-
fantastic day.
Sure, thank you. Myself and my wife, we used to support Microsoft. We used to support UK and Britain and US customers. We worked for Microsoft earlier.
Okay.
We work in customer service industry. So we support consumers in UK and USA. So we pick up calls and support like that.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
So we speak to a lot of customers from UK as well as the US.
Well, your English is perfect, right?
Yeah, thank you.
So
Thank you so
you're in the right profession.
We have been talking to such kind of people for nearly 13 years now. So
Wow.
we get special training for this accent even though we're not used to it. But we learn a lot only from the customers whom we speak.
Sure.
The pace, especially the pace, and where to pass and when to talk, and those things and all we get only from the customers.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's right. Nice meeting you.
Likewise.
Hope
Very nice
you'll have
to
a
meet you.
good time in India.
Thank you so
A
much.
memorable moment as well, please.
Thank you.
Yep,
It's very
take
nice.
care.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Have a
Yeah.
nice day.
You. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.
हो गया चलो